Hey guys, and welcome to Ace Attorney. I completely forgot to record audio, so this part is gonna have to be narrated by me. Yes, girl. This is why you record. This is why you check your recording before you hit record, because the first 5 minutes of this entire recording was completely lost. The fact that I forgot to hit mute, so I'm gonna have to be narrating. Yippee! Oh, I don't have my phone with me, so I can't do the clapping audio. I'll edit it in later, but so yeah. I'm SpongeBob. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Gasp, gasp. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew! I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe you a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way that I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Girl. Yeah, that's him. Just that despair. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. He sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell me that I'm guilty. Give me a death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who? Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Who did it? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was an unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. I don't know why I said it like that. Our school had been saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where I cut to my audio as I alt-tab out, and then remember that, hey, no audio is being recorded. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Oh, I had my audio muted this entire time. Don't worry. I got this. I will fill in for the audio later. But yeah, I really did have myself muted. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And that I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's what I'm going to do. And we clocking that shit. We clocking that. I have my little rubber gavel here. We're gonna be clocking him. Period. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. I'm just a little nervous. I just get so nervy. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope that you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Whoa. Hand shaking, eyesight fading. This test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in the case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just to keep your wits about you, you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me the victim's name. Whew. I know this one. Glad I read the report over and covered so many times. It's, uh-oh. No. No way, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name! Oh, the victim? Of course, I know the victim's name. Just forgot. Temporarily. A temporary setback. A momentary setback. I think I feel, migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember, check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in the case? Time of death. Cindy. Let's say Sydney Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what is the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once with a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no real reason why we need to proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. You look happy and healthy, not me, if you ever care to ask. Thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright just told us the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found laying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the court trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court records frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention! You don't want to miss any information that might help you in your client's case. You'll get the chance to respond to prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This court could be bad. Girl! Shut up! Oh, this isn't gonna end well, is it? Oh my god, we're so cooked. We are so cooked, man. Mr. Butts, is it true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Antony. And didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what you mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. This is bad. Clocking that. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the other day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court records. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. And that girl, she was running. Good for you. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman she was, this Mrs. Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry was kind of running his mouth all in the wrong directions. Should I? I'm gonna say stop him from answering. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. Period. That question is irrelevant to this case. Exactly. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna drop dead. Calm your ass. Calm your ass. This is not helping with our court case. I need you to silence and calm yourself, buddy, before I'm gonna have to throw this rubber gavel at your forehead. Yeah? And then when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motives are clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I'm gonna have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there, I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? Prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is... This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sahit to the stand. Guilty! 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 That's guilt. That's guilt. Stop it! Oh. Never in my life have I juggled them balls like this. We were all smacking around. Sahit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers? Yes. Mr. Sahit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing in the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. When I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright. Who the fuck says quailed? I quailed in fright at the sound and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remembered the time exactly. It was 1:00 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sahit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your pursual. Blackout record added to the court record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? Your Honor. Go? Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do you prove that? Just hold the key in it. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony and the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there somewhere. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found in the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Who needs a lawyer school when I have Phoenix Wright? Open the court record with tab and then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought it must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly being 1 p.m. Hold on. The time of death was 4 to 5 p.m. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. Are you sure? Yes. It was 1 p.m. for certain. That is false. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Exactly! Oh, this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sahit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? I just skipped dialogue. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victims must have been watching. Wait. How could it have been playing on the television if there was a blackout? Watching a video of the tape program, which is why I thought it was at 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on the tape television, right? Excuse me. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Time of discovery. I got this. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. And I have evidence to prove not. Fucking liar. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Clocked, little bitch. You got clocked. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah. Well, the defense has a point. You have an explanation for this, Mr. Sahit? No, I find it quite puzzling. Myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sahit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It, must have been a shock of finding the body. Shut the fuck up! Very well, Mr. Syatt. Let's hear your testimony. Once more, please. Witness testimony. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. Shut your bubblegum bitch ass up. Did you really just say the murder weapon was a clock? Oh, do I need to remind you that the murder weapon was a statue? That must have been what I saw. Shut up! You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. You're about to get clocked, buddy. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon that was used to kill the victim. Could I use the autopsy report? Cause of death, loss of blood due to a blunt trauma. No, just present this. Wait, just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now how is it supposed to be a clock? What? You and your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Syatt. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That was the clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. I don't think he knew it was a clock. I think that was just a straight guess that got him lucky. The neck is the switch. You just tilt it, and it tells you the time out loud. And it doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all? Well, Mr. Wright. No! Do you have any problems with this testimony? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock was to hold it in his hand. And yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Exactly. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. I'll do you better than that. I can prove that you were the one who killed her. Exactly. You struck her with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Syatt, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That is why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Wouldn't the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw.
I'm SpongeBob.
Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he burned, give him death. Exactly. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There's a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor? You claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. The sound Mr. Syatt heard was definitely this clock. In fact, would you can clear if you simply try sounding the clock? Let's sound the clock now. Hear it in court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. Certainly, it's a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What is your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what the time is now? It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sot heard and the actual time of death. Baldy, go! So, Mr. Sot, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ha ha ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What is he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the time of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. What? He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination for Mr. Frank Sot. I came all the way down to testify. Look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Girl, I'm about to slime you. Grr. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sot. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. Stop and think before you top that twink. Exactly. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow that day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason why you'll have your proof. Right. Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that you can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. You go into jail! The only thing that could testify that, I think, is the passport. The victim has just returned from home abroad that day before the murder. As we know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it was 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Exactly. Prove enough for you, Mr. Sot. Or should I say, Mr. Did It. Baldy. Oh, okay. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and had been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright, Your Honor? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. Exactly. Thank you, Your Honor. At least at this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. And with that, the court is adjourned. Exactly. It turns out that Frank Sot was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sot let himself in to do the dirty work. When he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sot grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:39 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew! I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen your trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry! You're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Excuse me? Wait. No, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. This case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was Ugh, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Well, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Aww. That is not what I wanted. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. As a present. Girl, I don't want your murder trophy. Wait. Wasn't this evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Well, she kept her statue. I'm just saying. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. When she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to be traveling. Aww. Well, make of it as you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Aw, I'm glad to be your lawyer too! Really? I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, we were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry? would be the promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Aww. And that's the end of episode 1.